Hola conmigo. So I'm not much of a video maker. I'm not that great at doing this, but I was looking for tires, and I've been looking for a lot of support for my Arma RC car. And when you go online on YouTube and Google, there's just really not much out there for you. So I figured, like, I may as well try and make something helpful. I'm gonna try and make this brief, so you can look over it, but I'm gonna try and make it pretty detailed. I want to talk about the Proline Badlands tires in comparison to the tires that are already on the RC car. I looked all over the place trying to figure out which tires I should put on my Arma Granite. It's a 3S BLX, and man, I just couldn't find any good videos or nothing. So I went ahead and just kind of sight unseen bought some Proline Badlands tires, and I'm in love with them. So I just wanted to show you, like, I had a bunch of questions about them, like, what do they look like, how big are they, can somebody show me some good videos, can somebody give me a little testimony. So without any further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and start showing you. So like I said, I bought these tires. I'm gonna have to start flipping this, but here's my Arma, nothing special, just the Granite BLX. And before y'all say anything, I don't care nothing about this grass. So anyway, here's the car. I'll just go ahead and keep it like this. Yeah, it's just the Arma Granite BLX, the 4x4, nothing super special. And this is actually, for the purpose of the video, this is going to end up coming out really good because, excuse my sniffling, guys, because I actually have the stock tires and the Proline Badlands on here at the same time, so y'all can get a good comparison of it. So let's put these side by side. So like I said, I put the Badlands on the back right now and I actually glued them to the stock tires, which I'm not sure if that's what you're supposed to do, but they're hanging up for me. But here's literally like a side by side view of what these suckers look like. If I'm not mistaken, they're both 5.05 inches diameter or 128 millimeters, I believe. So they're both the same size, but I want to say side by side comparison, and these are on the same rims. This is apples to apples right here. They're the exact same height. But I'm sure if y'all guys are following the numbers, wondering about your car, they're also, the width, it says it's a little bit different on the width. Let me try and keep my shadow out of here. So let me just do like this, sorry guys. So you actually can tell that the front tires, let me see, yeah, we can see right here, are a little bit fatter than the new Badlands. These front tires are the stock tires. Those are the D boots. I can't remember if they're Fortresses or whatever, but whatever stock tire comes on here. And these are just let me get a close-up of these. This is what came on your car. 128 millimeter tire, made for, like, what do they call it, soft dirt or packed dirt or whatever. Just, I mean, it's all right on grass. It's pretty good on street. It's horrible in sand, horrible on like rocks or rocky ground. But that's just what you're dealing with. You know, here's the, let me get a close-up so everybody knows. You guys know this, y'all have it. That's what you're working with. And here is the Proline. I'll get a close-up on that in a minute, but I just wanted to show you guys just the width of the tires. So these are actually a little bit skinnier, but in my opinion, it doesn't affect it, I mean, whatsoever. Like, so the same height, everything rides right. Essentially, the tire is the last gear. You know, you can gear from the motor to the diff to whatever you want to anyway, but like, for example, if you've got everything geared equal and the back tire is twice the size of the first tire, then it's not in a good ratio. I'm trying to keep this simple for you guys because nobody cares about the technicalities. We just want to get see if these are good tires for our car. So anyway, moral story is, as long as they're the same height, that's your final gear, so there's nothing screwing up. And with the width, it's a little bit thinner, but I noticed like absolutely no problems, no difference. It's a little thinner. It may have a little bit better grip because of that, but I mean, it's an absolute non. I mean, if you're one of those numbers guys like me and you're comparing, oh, the diameter's equal but the width's a little bit different, blah blah blah, it doesn't matter. It's a perfect tire for the car, perfect comparison. So like I said, y'all know what this looks like. Let me get a little close-up on this, just so you can see what this Badlands tire looks like on my car. So, like, here's a zoom up of the stock tires. It looks almost like a golf cart, and I've rode these for, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 batteries or so. So they're pretty. I got extra tires. These are new, but they're pretty wore out. So, and this is what the Badlands look like. I'm sure you're familiar how they talk about the motocross style and knobs and the tires and stuff, but let me get a little bit closer, because I mean, this details what you're wanting online. Let me change it a little bit. Another, like I said, interesting too, I also put, I didn't want to buy the rims, so I put them on the regular rims. I believe like the mounting diameter is 2.7 inches on the Badlands, and on the stock tires is 2.8 inches. But I'll be honest with you, they didn't seem thin at all. They fit just fine. I glued the hell out of them and everything's been good. So, but yeah, just so you guys can see, y'all know what it looks like. It's kind of what the clearance looks like on the ground. So all in all, it's a lot more aggressive tire. I think I've got enough close-ups for you guys, but see, that's what they look like on the car. And like I said, I even have them both at the same time, and they work perfect together, and like and they synchronize perfect together, no problems at all. So let's kind of get you type of this, just to give you like my testimonial. These tires are just absolutely badass, and I want to give you, if you buy these, this is how you will feel. I'm gonna like tell you my first like impression. So the tires, when I first put them on, got them out of the box, they smelled great. Put them on, glued them, strapped them on. I thought, damn, these things are badass. And I put them down when I was riding. Sorry, let me get this up a little bit. I put not on this concrete, but on my concrete out front, and it was I was driving this, making this kind of this suction cup sound. I was like, well, that's some sticky, grippy type stuff. So I drove it out my driveway and just turned it. I'll show you all my house, and there's my, we'll go outside yard. But I turned it around. Yeah, I just started driving the sucker, and I turned it in the grass. And I'm gonna tell you, my immediate impression was I hated the tire. I mean, I didn't like the tire, so I drove it around my front, which this is from my house. I drove it around here, and I think when I was whipping right through here next to my side yard, let me put my doggy in. Ellie? Sorry guys, dog issue. So anyway, I came out, first impression, I was driving it on grass, and man, I did not like it, because I'd drive it straight and it'd roll over when I was trying to turn left. It kept rolling over like a limp, like turtle. It was awful. Like I was driving on the grass, and man, I'd almost have to slow down to a complete stop before it would just absolutely not flip over on me. I had way too much grip. So I'd lost all of my, you know, my little burnout area in here. I couldn't do any more burnouts and slide on my yard, but this is too small anyway. But my very first impression was I didn't like it. I mean, it was just it's too grippy. It's not worth good on grass. And I ran it down the street a couple times, and it rolled on me there too. I was like, I don't really care for this. But lucky for me, I've got a couple mediums to test it. So in the street, it wasn't that great. It was too grippy. I don't know why. It doesn't have all this. It's not a flat, but it's too grippy. On the grass, it rolls over every. But I have behind my yard a little half acre or so, and I took it out here, and I've just got to tell you guys, man, I was 100% wrong. Couldn't have been any wronger. I mean, I'm over here testing my car in Alicia grass, or Bermuda grass, or whatever you call it, Alicia grass, however you northerners pronounce that. And you know, I'm over here complaining, but I took it out here in what I call my track behind my house, and like I said, it's about a 1/4 acre, and it's probably 110 feet long, and I've got like a couple circular courses around here, some little whoop-de-doo jumps, and man, this is what it's supposed to look like in its natural state. And this is what it looks like 2 days after the Badland tires. I love these tires. I mean, I love them. I'm sure you're probably not even listening to this part of the video because I'm drowning so much. I'm going on, but these tires, me and my brother went and raced this car out at a construction site we know, and he was going down the dirt road straight away, and he probably could max it with the exact same cars with brand new stock tires, exact same car. He was driving around on this thing, and he was slipping all over the place. I mean, I would have been the exact. I've been doing this for months. I've had the exact same. Been buying the standard tires and stuff, and I know exactly how the car drives. It's just a stock car out of the box. It was slipping everywhere. It couldn't make it up hills. You had to really hit stuff hard to like ramp it over. I mean, it was a bunch of stuff, man. It was just, he couldn't move much. We're going down the dirt road about 30, 35, and he's going left and right and left and right and couldn't keep it straight. It was just, it's crazy, you know? And I'm going 40, 45. I mean, get to the top of the thing where it's screaming. down the dirt roads, and it's just, the tires push. You know, I have 2 on the back and none on the front, and I'm gonna get a full set without a doubt, but the tires just, it's almost like a jet ski or a boat with an outboard motor. It just slams it forward. And honestly, I definitely need to get some for the front, because it tries to wheelie, or it pushes so hard forward when you're doing it that it wants to backflip or something, or, you know, it makes the front end light so you don't have much steering. But man, these tires, I'm not a big fan. I mean, I've had other tires. I'm not like a Badlands fanatic now, but I just got to tell you straight up, as far as putting it on my Arma car and everything, it rocks, man. I can jump hill. Like, we ran 4 batteries, so 2 batteries apiece of his stock car side by side with my stock car with the Badlands tires on there. And I'm just saying, there was no comparison. He couldn't get up the hills I was climbing. I would have a little, maybe 10-15 foot of a straightaway to gun it up into this jump, and I could make it up to speed and jump it, whereas he was slipping and sliding and shooting off into the bushes. I couldn't climb hills, couldn't go more than 30-35 max speed down the dirt roads of the construction site without just whipping it off into ditches. Oh, through the mud. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we went to the end of it where they're developing this cul-de-sac, and it's just straight mud. And when mine was coming through, it sounded like, it was a disgusting sound. It was like a slurping, bubbly sound, because I was just through that mud. Just, I'm telling you, killer. Just killed it through the mud. My brother ran through, and he would go and get stuck in it. I mean, just, so anyway, moral story is, let's just summarize this whole long tangent. Like a fangirl. I bought the tires, and I'm pleasantly surprised. And when I first got them, I didn't care for them too much, because just for the first 2 minutes of whipping it around, it wasn't the best. You know what I mean? It wasn't the shitty slippy grip I was used to. But once I threw those tires on there, it just, the price you pay for cutting too many backflips in grass or flipping over too much on the street doesn't mean anything compared to how you just absolutely leave your friends' stock cars at the bottom of the hill because they can't get up. Like, you'll be riding around the construction site, and your friends will be walking down to the bottom of the hill to pick their car up and bring it back up. So anywho, I hope this helps. If you're like me, you're a fan of long form media, but you're not much on rambling. And like I said, I like to ramble. If you've made it this far, give your boy a like. I don't know if you want to subscribe, to be honest with you, because I'm probably going to be posting random stuff. You'll be looking for RC stuff, and I might have some gun videos, but subscribe if you're feeling it. I may start making this thing a thing. Oh, you guys go. Let me give you just a little front view of the baby. I was going to ride her around for you, but honest to God, you guys know, it doesn't give you any justice. I mean, riding around, yeah, whoop-de-doo, and it's going 40, and it looks like it's going about 10 on the video, and it's hauling ass in my hand, but it looks slow. You guys know how they ride. Trust my testimonial. She's pretty beat up. Oh, I'm sure you guys can tell. I'm a basher. I don't care nothing about racing. I don't care. I just like having fun with these, jumping big shit. My brother, he jokes with me a lot. He says, you go hard. And I know that's a common saying, and I go hard as hell. But hearing that from my brother, admit that, because he goes hard as hell too. You know, he understands. When I don't have a slow, medium, high. I have on and off, full speed. So, you notice the tires all bent up and out of shape. Tough little car, but signing off. Hope it wasn't too long. In the comments, if you have any questions, I'm going to bash the hell out of this car. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'm sure it'll be a Frankenstein machine here shortly. But thank you guys. Peace.